is Father Rayappa. I'm going to read Laudato Si for you, paragraph number 239, from the last chapter of Laudato Si, which is titled Ecological Education and Spirituality. In the subheading number 7, the Trinity and the relationship between creatures. So paragraph number 239, I'm going to read for you, in which Pope is talking about. He is using three words: Trinitarian communion, and Trinitarian structure, and Trinitarian key. These are the three magical words. I think only Pope Francis can do that. It's beautifully written, and I'll explain what he means by that. First, Trinitarian communion or communion, which is the whole three persons, one God, three persons. That is a Trinitarian communion. In the same way, in the natural world, actually, one God, three persons, the divine model, but one life and biodiversity is a physical model. So the same model is transferred on planet Earth. So there are three concepts always infused and imbibed in every element in the universe. For example, atom, proton, electron, neutron. Ecosystems, produces, consumers, decomposes. Most of the things in Trinitarian communion, they all interact together. They don't think that producers are better than decomposers or consumers are inferior to producers. No, they don't see that way. Everybody is equal in equality. And when you have an egalitarian existence, I think existence is eternal. So when there is disparity or discrimination, you end up fighting and you end up destroying the whole structure. So I think gods, they are egalitarian. They depend on egalitarian existence. So the Father, Son and Holy Spirit, we can't call Father is big and Spirit is small. They are all equal in majesty and sovereignty and beauty and also in being. So, but yet there are three different persons, but one God. I think compassion is the underlying force that brings those three persons into one. So, and then Pope uses another word, Trinitarian structure, which is every creature on earth and even elements, the biotic and the abiotic world, they have a stamp of a Trinitarian structure. That is what Saint Bonaventure writes. Bonaventure writes so beautifully well, because each creature testifies that God is three. But now we are unable to read that. Before we committed sin in the Garden of Eden, humans were able to read that each creature they have a Trinitarian structure: Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Three of them are present in every creature, whether it's living or non-living. So the Creator, the Sustainer, the Destroyer, all of them are present in every creature. You can see that. Our human eye could see that before the sin. But now we can't see it, because after sin our eyes are marred, our sun's kind of blackness, we are unable to see that. It's opaque. It's opaque. Before that, before the sin, it was clear vision. But now, after sin, it became opaque. The third word Pope is using is Trinitarian key. That means it's a key, like a lock and the key. So if you want to read every creature, if you want to understand even a mosquito, even a snake, even a stone, even a star, you have to employ the Trinitarian key. If you want to understand fully it is created by God, only Trinitarian key can unravel. If you are a scientist, you are going to use only scientific key. You may not even find out. But when you use faith, when you use religion, and when you use wisdom and intelligence and awe and wonder, I think only route is Trinitarian key. So these are the three words Pope writes in the paragraph number 239. As I told you, Trinitarian communion or communion, Trinitarian structure, Trinitarian key. Okay? I want to read for you paragraph number 239 from Laudato Si. Pope Francis writes as follows. For Christians, believing in one God who is Trinitarian communion suggests that the Trinity has left its mark on all creation. Saint Bonaventure went so far as to say that human beings before sin were able to see how each creature testifies that God is three. The reflection of the Trinity was there to be recognized in nature when that book was opened to man and our eyes had not yet been darkened. The Franciscan saint teaches us that each creature bears in itself a specifically Trinitarian structure, so real that it could be readily contemplated if only the human gaze were not so partial, dark, and fragile. In this way, he points out to us the challenge of trying to read reality in a Trinitarian key. Pope Francis, brilliant writing, Laudato Si. I just read it for you. Paragraph number 239. There is one more paragraph to go. That is my next episode. Happy reading and God bless. Good night.